welcome back to the channel. So the heaters are on, we're out in the studio, and Storm Christoph, fancy that one, eh? Might spell it with a K, but hey, you probably know that. Is banging away outside and making a racket, so if the mic picks any of this noise up, which it probably will, I apologise. I have it sort of shielded up. I might as well tell you in every other video, that is the number steps again, 8:23 to Shrewsbury. There you go. So you could probably, if you live around this area, you could probably work out when to catch trains to go wherever you need to go, just from my vlogs. You know, they are multi-educational. That's what I'm talking about. So anyway, yeah, Storm's battering on, might be a bit noisy, I apologise if it is. So, like the thumbnail says, this is double exposure for dummies. Now, I'm not calling anybody a dummy, it's purely, you know, a figurative speech. I don't bloody know. Anyway, you need, before we get going, before I came out, you'll notice, look at this, sponsoring a bit of Nirvana gear tonight. Well, yeah, the wife just came downstairs. Is that my jumper? So, oh, this one, yeah, it is, yeah, because all mine are in the ironing pile, and I'm too lazy. So I thought I'd wear my wife's jumper. So anyway, you need 3 things to do double exposure. There's probably a lot more than that, but I'm going to go with the main 3 things to do double exposure. You need a phone or tablet or PC or whatever. Yes, you need something that you have your photos on. You need, I can hear wheelie bins blowing down the road. Oh god, that's noisy. You need one of these. It doesn't have to be a split bright, look. Ooh. It doesn't have to be this make necessarily, but my wife got me this. I don't have a clue if that was in focus. My wife got me this for my Christmas. For Christmas. And it is a stylus pen, as you could probably either just read or figure out. It's a stylus pen, comes with a few fancy little nibs inside as well for fine detail and stuff like that. I haven't used it that much, but I'm quite fond of it. It's very soft. It's almost like feels metal, like fibery on the end. It's pretty smart. And number 3, a beer, because this could take a while. So pause the video, go get yourself any of the above. Right, we are going to attempt to, once I find the app, I'm going to attempt to screen record. You watch, I've just installed this, now it's going to tell me to go through and do everything. So, we are back, difficulty sorted. I will now pop the phone. Which side are we going to be? I probably need to move over a bit, don't we? I'll move over here a bit. There we go. We'll pop the phone up here, okay? And here you will see my screen. That's what it looks like, and this is a certain folder for the video I'm about to do, double exposure. Now, double exposure is basically merging 2 pictures, essentially, but you can do it quite stylish. You can do it quite well. So here are a few that I've done. This is a lad with a bubble on his hand, and into the middle of that, a bit like a snow globe, I've put a little wintry railway track, which is quite cool. Again, this is a shot using double exposure. Now, I'll talk through this one because it's the same premise for most of the pictures, I think. You take 2 shots, okay, and your plan is you're going to merge the 2 shots. I took one of the fence, clearly with the background blurred, and then I took one of the background as the train was coming along, and then basically you put one into the app, which I'll go through in a bit, and then you put the second one into the app, and then you rub out the bit you don't want, which is why the pen comes in handy. You can do it with a finger, you can, but these pens come in handy. So that is essentially what I've done for that shot. This shot was 3 different shots, all using double exposure. Again, me in the background was one shot deliberately blurred. The second was a knife that was not thrown, it was took, obviously. I just rested it against something and took a shot of the knife. And the third was a shot of my face, which I then merged into the knife. It's kind of like Photoshop, but I don't do Photoshop. So this is another one, spun the globe, took a shot of that, got another photo of the stars, which was my photo, and then merged that. Very easy. So you just overlay the picture and you rub out the bit you don't want. You can change the not occupancy, that would be a hotel. Opacity, yeah, opacity, something like that. You can change that. These are all words I have no idea, I just know how to do it. And I'm going to show you how to do it for dummies. Another one, took a shot of me holding the lens ball, took a shot of me like, which finger are we, just check, took a finger like this, took a shot like this, and then merged the shots. So you get the gist, you see what's coming on. So I'm going to do one live, real quick. Okay, so these are two shots here, this one and this one. Are two shots, not very easy to see right now. Okay, bear with. So I took them into Lightroom and I edited the shots. Brightened them up, made them black and white, got them moody. This is obviously me, sat in a bus stop, and then this one is me, sat in a bus stop. Okay, same shot, didn't touch the focus, didn't change anything, didn't move the camera, nothing. Just took one shot of me sat there and one shot of me sat here. Okay, what we will now do is go into the app, which is this one called Polish. Could be Polish, but I'm pretty sure it's Polish. And I will bring one picture into this app. Okay, that is what we have. We now go across the bottom to double exposure, select the next picture that we want, which will be the other one with the dog. You now see the two shots are there. Okay, so the easiest thing to do is bring it down wherever you like, get the rubber and rub out or rub in, whichever way you look at it. You can do it either way, works both ways. Rub in the picture. And that, don't get me wrong, I think the rear end of my dog's missing. Hold tight. Oh, we'll just get rid of her. Let's just get rid of my dog. No, I'll bring her back in. Hang on, let's just get the... So then what you can do is you can make your brush smaller. You can zoom in. And then we can make sure that all of my dog is there. Ah, I see, that's not going to... it's not going to work so well that way. So we are going to switch this up. We're going to make the brush bigger. We're going to get rid of the dog. So we can do that. We can do anything. So we get rid of that. Move the screen across slightly. Get rid of the lead. Try and fade some of that in a bit so it doesn't look so bad. And brush. Get rid of the. In fact, we'll bring that lead back in because that would be there in the real world. Tone that down a bit. What we got? We have got. Now, what you need to do here, like I say, you can change the opacity. Yeah. Do not touch your screen till you've clicked that tick. You touch that screen, your whole picture moves, and you've got to go back and do it all again. So that's irritating. Click the tick. You can do this in plenty of apps, no doubt. I'm sure like Snapseed and you know, Affinity and whatever, they can all do it. But I'm just showing you a free app, very simple, on a phone, and that there is the shot. There you go, me looking miserable in a bus stop, next to me looking miserable in a bus stop. So that was the absolute simplest video of double exposure. I've shown you a few examples, I've shown you quickly how to do it. Let's get rid of this phone. No, go away, stop, thank you. And yeah, that is... Stop. Cancel. Stop. Install. No. No. Adverts. No. Do you enjoy using V-Recorder? Not really, to be totally honest. Send feedback, happily. That is a very simple way to do double exposure. There are far more technical ways. Yes, there are. And I'm still learning those. But for the people that do see me do some of these shots and they think, well, how do you do that? Some ask, how do you do that? I've shown you. Okay. So, after that bombshell of a video, because what a banger that was, I hope you've learned something. Hope you've stuck around. Hope you've enjoyed it. It's the usual stuff. Me, sat in the studio, chatting crap to myself. What else are you going to do? Peace out. So, we are back from technical difficulties. I am now, he says, come on, for God's sake, allowed to record audio, whatever, I don't care, I don't no watermark, I don't want watermarks, what is all this bollocks about?